Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Lo Aiello, back here on my channel. I hope you guys are doing wonderful so far. Today we are going to be doing a video about how to make your makeup last. It's a tongue twister. How to make your makeup last. I've been asked this question by a lot of my friends, by just, random people, subscribers, anyone really. It's a question that a lot of us have, and it's a question that I struggled with a lot too. When I started getting into makeup, how do I make it last? Because I'll be gone for, hours at a time at school, at practice, wherever I may be, especially at football games when it's raining and downpouring. It's terrible to, have all your makeup run off and it just look disgusting. So I'm going to go over a few tips on how to make your makeup last today. So let's just jump right into the video. So first off, really, the basics on how to make your makeup last. For concealer and basically just like bronzer, I recommend just a good setting powder. I didn't really have many setting powders. I still don't. I really live by this AirSpun loose face powder. It's like my favorite of all time. It's like $5 too at Walmart. I live by this. Just put on your concealer and then just dab some on. And you can either just dab some on like what I usually do. And like I usually put it like right here too. Like really bad crease lines right here, and I find when I set my makeup with this powder, like makes your makeup sink into your face. This powder, it just like dries everything down, but without like drying out to your skin. It just dries your makeup down, and it's super helpful. And you can also like bake with it. Also, another quick and easy way is a setting spray, and I love the Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. They have like tons and tons of different setting sprays from Urban Decay. They have like the all-nighter, like the quick fix, the hydrating one, like all these different kinds. I like the all-nighter because it does what it says. It makes your makeup stay on all day, all night. It's a wonderful setting spray. So basically what you do is after you apply your full face of makeup, I usually let it sit for like 2 minutes on my face, and then I'll take this setting spray and just like kind of spray like 5-6 sprays on my face and just let that dry. Do the fan motion, let it dry, and I don't know what it is about it, but it works. It makes your makeup stand so much longer. And it says, like, for example, this one's oil free, so it's good if you have oily skin, and it talks about being like all this technology in it where it's like temperature control. So if you're out and sweating, it's gonna help your makeup stay on. Or if you're out in the cold, it's gonna help your makeup stay on. All that stuff, it really just like locks your makeup and like finishes off your look. Are cheaper alternatives from the drugstore, like NYX has a really good one. One big thing that I know I skipped a lot when I started getting into makeup is prime your face. It is so important to prime your face, and I know you're like, primer, are you kidding me? Like, why would I spend money on something that no one's ever gonna see? Because you don't see it. It goes on under everything. But let me tell you, like, primers make your makeup last so much longer. For me, it keeps my skin hydrated just because my skin is extremely dry, and it keeps it hydrated so that throughout the day my makeup doesn't start like caking and creasing. And that's really what a primer does. It primes your face for makeup, and it does what it says. And I found that my makeup goes in a lot smoother when it has already a base down rather than just putting it onto my skin, which is uneven, has different tones so all over it, bumps, all that stuff. So there's lots of choices. There's like Smashbox. I love Smashbox and their primerizer, and this one's their PhotoFinish. There's Wet n Wild, like $2 this thing is, and it's one of my favorites. Super hydrating. The Wet n Wild PhotoFocus. There's Milk Makeup. There's Rimmel I love. There's literally so many primers you could go through. Next is focusing on the eyes. Actually, my mom asked me this question. Shout out to my mom. Love you. Anyways, she said, how do I make specifically my eyeshadow stay on my eyes? And how do I make it so like when I blink or like when I like squint and open, like how do I make it so I like don't have like creases and my eyeshadow doesn't end up here and all that stuff? And my really simple answer to her was an eyeshadow primer, which again, a lot of people think, it doesn't do anything, no one can even see it. but you'd be so surprised at how much an eyeshadow primer can change how your eyeshadow applies and how well it stays. Some of my favorites, which are really the only two I have, is this NYX Eyeshadow Base. Love it. A few dollars at the store. And you literally just like open it. It's like a pot one. And you just dab some on. And once your eye has like something to stick to, like not your eye has something to stick to, once your eyeshadow has something to stick to on your eye, it just makes it apply so much easier and it like soaks it in. And also another favorite is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is not a pot one. This is like a liquidy one. And if you know you don't want to spend the money on an eyeshadow primer, totally understandable. But I would recommend, you know, if you have a concealer, you can just take your concealer and just like dab a little bit on your eye. If you think about it, powder is very easily gonna fall off your skin. It has nothing to stick to unless you have like really oily skin, I guess. But an eyeshadow primer is really gonna give it that base so it can like adhesively bind to it and just bring your eyeshadow look together, and it won't get ruined throughout the day. Another tip is, well, I guess it's kind of two tips. Take care of your skin is kind of like the overall tip. Don't put on layers and layers and layers of foundation or concealer. You know, it's not going to stay on your face. Like, that's the truth. You add so much, it's going to crack. Going along with taking care of your skin, make sure you do exactly what I said. So I usually just like wash it with water or like Neutrogena. I love Neutrogena. It never breaks me out. But the healthier skin you have, the smoother it's going to be, the more even tone it's going to be, and the better your makeup just going to apply in general, and the longer it's going to want to stay on your face. You know, if you're breaking out underneath your makeup, like I'm sure all of us have experienced this, when you have a pimple on your face, it's so like, it's tempting you to like touch it and pick at it, and when you're touching your face, it's just going to come off, and that's the reality. And lastly, because I just thought of another one, try to keep your hands away from your face. I know it's so tempting. You get an itch. You probably saw me so many times in this video touch my face. When I do it, like, you literally just have to like touch. You don't want to like scratch. But if your nose itches, you know, just touch it. Nose foundation does come off a lot. And another tip I mentioned in another video, I believe, is the nose, instead of I put foundation on it to begin with, but then I also add like concealer on top of it, because I feel like concealer is just like thicker and really like covers up more. So that's really my tips for how to make your makeup stay on longer. You know, keep your hands away from your face, keep your skin healthy, you know, face primers, eyeshadow primers, setting sprays, setting powders. Oh yeah, don't put lots of layers on. All those tips, you know, are things that work for me. They may not work for you, so don't think, you know, maybe try one of them. If it doesn't work, keep trying. You know, you don't know what's going to work for you. Personally, we all have different skin types. So that's basically my tips. If you guys want like more tips videos on, you know, how to do this, how to do that, tips for, you know, wearing makeup with glasses, because I know that causes a lot of problems with people with glasses and wearing makeup. Just, you know, let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time.